Is that the smell of Old Spice aftershave, Old Bay crab seasoning, and old sweat socks? Must be time for the Nice Guys on Business podcast.
Plenty of people work at Home Depot, and all I said was, can you help me find the Velcro? You know, Velcro could be in a number of different places, and it probably is in multiple places there, but I could not figure out based upon is it in hardware? Is it with like caulk? Is it with like painter's tape? Where is it? 3 people gave me 3 different answers, and only one of them was right. Now, unfortunately, the one that was right was the last one that
The Nice Guys are upgrading the electric in their podcast studio. They're wiring for 220, 221, whatever it takes. Idiots. Most days, they take their meds. This is not one of those days. Welcome to Fuckery with the Nice Guys. No interviews, no business content. Just your 2 favorite slack-jawed mouth breathers ranting about whatever. Now, strap yourselves in for Nice Guys Fuckery with the kings of fuckery, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
I'm experimenting with it. I've got a new mic that I'm on.
is that an XLR microphone?
Wait a minute. Okay, here we go. All right. Are you hearing me okay?
I can hear you just fine. What the hell is that? It's like huge.
This is a Dockman like recording, super special recording mic. Although I'm not hearing myself here. Hold on. I hear you.
You sound like a professional, like a voiceover artist. Well, after that solo episode that I listened to 50 minutes of, I'm like, what the hell? Who are you?
Oh my God. You listened to the whole thing?
That's amazing. Every minute of it.
Okay. Now the question though is, you're hearing me okay, right?
I can hear you just fine.
Because I'm not hearing me the way I normally do. So check the audio settings. So yeah, hey, by the way, welcome back. My name's Strickland Bonner. On the other side of the mic is Mr. Doug Sandler.
Hey.
And I've got this new fancy mic that I'm
very
playing
fancy
with. And yes, it's an XLR mic.
That means you're going through some other piece of equipment, and I don't like that one bit.
Well, that's the thing. That's the weird thing that I want to make sure is okay. Oh, here we go. Automatically adjust microphone volume. Okay. So I just checked that for Zoom just in case, so Zoom can change my gain. The weird thing is I guess I'm not hearing myself because it's going through there, but the mic isn't actually going into there, which is a bit weird. Okay. I'm going to try one more thing. I'm going to change one thing up. So you hold on. And I'll be right back.
And for all of you that are listening on video,
which is none of you because we're not posting video. Okay, hang on. I'll be right back.
Okay. So Strickland's doing something. I'm not 100% sure what he's doing at all. It seems like it almost seems like, when you go to the Wizard of Oz and you're like, don't pay any attention to that man behind the curtain. He's got all of these levers that he's pulling right now. I don't know what exactly is going on over there. Nope, can't hear you at all now. That new microphone really sounds great, Strickland. He's like, nope, can't hear it. Oh, he's doing the old, I'm going to tap on the microphone until it works. I'm like, excuse me, Mr. Bonner. What? Nope, can't hear you at all. Cannot hear you. I don't know. You're going to have to mess with all sorts of settings. And you know what? What better way to test it out than with our audience? Because you know what? They are very vocal. They will tell you exactly how they feel. Nope, nothing at all. Strickland is pushing every button that he can possibly. Don't push the red button. Whatever you do, don't push the red button. So, Nice Guy community, it was pretty amazing that Strickland actually was able to come up with 50 minutes of content, and then all I had to do was listen to the first 2 minutes and realize, oh, he's just literally going to walk through a timeline for a party. Nope, still can't hear you, Mr. Bonner. Yeah, it's all. I wish I could play if I knew how to figure out how to play the theme song from The Girl from Ipanema, I would be playing it right now. Nope. Nope. Mute on, mute off. Can't hear him. Carry the 1.
Oh, this is weird.
There, now I can.
Oh, okay. What did you do? Sorry about that all. I was not using this mic for the solo app. I just got it on Tuesday. But as long as you're hearing me and you say it sounds okay, I'm not worried about it. I just wanted to hear myself to make sure everything was recording fine. And if you hear me, then I guess
so.
it's fine.
What you're saying is you still can't hear you through your earbuds?
Right, exactly. Which I'm fine with for right now. I'm really
so
just using this
I
mic.
hate that.
I know, because I really just want to use this to test it to see what it sounds like vocally. This is going to be our recording mic. So Sally and I are going to do some recording. Sally has a lot of original music.
Right.
She writes really great original songs, really, really cool original songs, and she's never recorded them. And so we're doing a little, a studio setup thing. And so, of course, I had to go spend money on gear, right? So,
of course.
So I went and got a nice microphone, a decent recording mic. This is supposed to be a recreation of what's called a Neumann U87, and that's a mic that if you buy a new one today, it's about $4,000, and the new ones don't even sound as good as the ones that they made 40 years ago, and it's still $4,000. This one was not nearly that much, but it is supposed to sound very similar to that for vocals, and so I thought it would be fun to just see what it sounds like on the podcast today.
So, what is the best way to lose money at podcasting or recording your own original music? Don't get paid to it, plus spend money on equipment.
Exactly. It's just an excuse to spend money. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like those guitars behind you.
I know, right? Exactly.
It's like, well, I like the guitar. I may as well buy another one.
Well, I used to make money with that. You spend money on guitars and have never made any money on them.
That is very true. I do have two high-end guitars that I have not actually even taken out of the case in probably 2 years. So I either want to sell my Carvin or figure out a way that you could afford it. Maybe I'll trade you my Carvin guitar for your Tesla. How about that? That would work. Hey, I want
with the used car values of Teslas, the way they're going right now, it'd probably be a good trade. But
how's Tesla stock doing right now, though?
I don't know. I don't own it anymore, so I'm not following it. But the resale value of used Teslas apparently is just going down through the floor. Like for whatever reason, nobody.
That is perfect. So I can actually SCE, who is my electricity provider, is offering me up to an $8,500 rebate to add the electric plug to my house. I don't think the electric plug is $8,500 though.
Okay, now wait a minute. $8,500 rebate?
Yeah, it's $8,500, and it's divided into two categories. One is for buying the car, and the other is for the actual plug. So I think it's $4,500 rebate, up to $4,500 for adding the plug to your house, and $4,000 rebate for buying an electric car here in California.
Now, what if you buy a used electric? I know that because there's still that federal subsidy, which I think is still going on.
I don't know.
Where you can get $7,500. I got that when I first bought my Tesla 6.5 years ago. So I wonder if that $4,000 is on top of that, but you only get it for a new car.
Is that off of the top line income or your net income? Do you know?
So apparently, if I remember correctly, when I got it, it is $7,500 off of the taxes that you owe. So basically, let's say that I paid $20,000 in taxes last year, right? Or I was supposed to owe that. If I paid it, right, I would get $7,500 off of my tax bill. Now, if I only paid $5,000 in taxes, I would only get that $5,000 back. But that's how it works.
I got it. So it's the year that you want to take as many distribution checks and as much income as you can. You kind of have to layer it in there so that you know that you're buying the car that year. I got it. I understand.
Exactly. Yep.
So how what gave you the idea to walk through? Was it an on-the-fly idea to walk through what a timeline for an event was? And by the way, you did a fabulous job. And thank you for all the nice words that you said about me too.
You actually listened to the whole thing? I
did. I'm telling you, I listened to every word of it. I'm like,
nice.
And it just reminds me how happy I am not to be in the event business anymore.
My God. That was one of the things I didn't even mention on the episode. Doug, I'm sure you had the same goddamn thing, right? On Saturdays, right? If I'm playing a wedding, and let's say it's a 7 to 11 wedding, right? Okay. I need to be there at 5 o'clock, right? So depending on where it is, I've got to leave my house around 4. Okay.
Pretty
but
much.
I have to write the schedule. I might have to work on a first dance. There might be all kinds of. So basically, by 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday, that's it. My day's done. I can't do anything. And there are times, not as often anymore, now that I've been out of it for 8 or 9 years now, where it'll be like Saturday afternoon, 4 or 5 o'clock, and I'll be like, you know what? I'm really fucking glad I'm not working on a schedule right now. And I think of my buddy Ben, who's in Spectrum and has been for as many years as I was in the bands. And it's like, fuck, man, I feel bad that he's got to be working on shit and heading to a gig. And
everybody would say to both of us, I know you got this too. You only work Saturdays or Sunday. You only work the weekends. I'm like, no, I have 3 events this weekend. I have to start on Monday preparing for the event. And then it's all the anxiety of of your clients as they're calling on Wednesday night, like freaking out that they didn't add all of a sudden on the Monday before, I'm in planning mode because I know that on Wednesday my client's going to be in like freak out and spending mode. They open up their wallet on Wednesday and they just keep spending money until the event is over.
Oh my God, I love that so much.
Oh God, but very, very good. Good episode.
It was so much fun, but it was super, super stressful. It's the most important day of somebody's life, right? Like you can't screw it up. You can't screw up the intros or the ceremony stuff. And it was stressful.
I do recall having a conversation with my stepbrother. This is after I moved to California when I went back, and he took it on his own to want to have can I share my thoughts about what you've done for your career for the last 30 years opinion? And I said, no, not really, but I guess you're going to tell me anyway. So he goes, you basically missed everybody's event in the family for the last 30 years. You missed both of my kids' bar and bat mitzvahs, or you missed my daughter's wedding. You missed, and he started to literally like list all of the things. And I said, well, what did you want me to do? Like when I found out that your daughter was getting married, and I said, gosh, I hope it's not on such and such a date because I knew it was like, let's say it was in April. I had 3 weekends that I had to work, and I'm like, this is the only weekend that I'm available. So he said, you should have just canceled.
Oh my God.
And I said, okay, so what you're telling me is the most important day in your daughter's life, you want me to not compare that to the most important day in somebody else's life and say, this is more important for me to cancel this wedding than it is for me to actually work at this other event that I'm supposed to go to. And he goes, well, you missed everything. You missed everything. And he made me feel like he wanted to make me feel really guilty about it. I'm like, look, we choose to live our lives the way that we did. This is the way it's not like you didn't know that I had this as my career.
Mm-hmm. So, no doubt, 100%. Like if it was really important for me to be there, look, I'm sorry, you got to have it on a Saturday, or you got to have it on a Sunday, or you got to have it on a Friday. And I get it. I'm not offended that you have scheduled it on a day that I already have a gig, because I always have a gig on Saturday night. But yeah, I missed so many weddings. I missed nieces and nephews' weddings and friends' weddings and all of that shit. And it's like, it is what it is. That was our job.
That was our job. It's totally our job. And part of one of the flies in the ointment at a failed marriage number 2, by the way, was because when her dad passed away, I had an event. I had an event, and I said, I will be there as soon as this event is over. I will be there. I promise you, I will be there. And I was there. I even drove back and forth twice to North Carolina to attend the funeral and one other thing that was going on. I don't remember what it's called and all that stuff. Viewing, wake, whatever it is. Anyway, but I caught hell for months about that.
And yeah, I very clearly remember that, because you and I had a couple of heart-to-hearts about it, because you were like, shit, she's really making me feel guilty. What do you think? And I'm like, dude, this is what we are. This is what we do. And it's not so easy to just say, well, you're just a DJ, just get a sub, right? No, it doesn't work like that.
Not when they book you 2 and 3 years in advance. And I've had clients that have changed their wedding and bar mitzvah dates and bat mitzvah dates because I wasn't available on the original date that they wanted. They changed their milestone event because I wasn't available.
100%. I have a family, the Verones.
Right, I remember.
They had 5 kids. We played 4 of their kids' mitzvahs and 3 of the weddings. Like, I have 3 people who I played their fucking mitzvah at 13 years old, and then I played their wedding because they wanted us. They wanted black tie.
Well, I know that many other people enjoyed the episode because of the 7 voicemails that we have. Now, you may only be showing 6 of them in your voicemail. I kept sending you emails like update. Like Ashley's out of town, so I'm like, fuck. I don't know. I actually have another one sitting in my inbox. I'm going to have to figure out.
Well, I have 7 here.
Oh, I'm
looking to see if any are dupes.
Okay,
it doesn't look like it. I think I've got them all.
You might have them. You might have all of them. I'm going to go to the voicemail, like I don't know what you call it, the Google phone or whatever it is. I'll go and I will make sure that we have all of them. I'll check them off as we go along. But they kept coming in fast and furious. I don't even understand. There was a message as late as I think today. Did I send you?
Wow.
Anyway.
Yeah. You sent me a new, right. Because you said earlier in the day or maybe yesterday, you sent me an email and you were like, okay, hopefully this is the last one. And then today you were like, oh my God, hopefully this is the last one.
Yeah. Well, I hope I hope no one gets offended if we've either missed or nobody's going to be offended if we play their voicemail twice. But if I've missed your voicemail, it's only because Ashley is out of town. I'm very sorry. I don't know how the sausage is made. I don't even want to know how. But anyway, maybe we jump into all the voicemails because that might be, unless you have anything that you want to talk about first.
I really don't have anything to talk about. So we could totally do that. And here, I'll share my screen here. And what was I going to say? I don't think we're going to repeat any. Like when we get a voicemail and hear it, and then it might be the same file the next week. Oh yeah, in a week we've fucking forgotten everything. But in the same recording, hopefully we will actually remember that we just heard it 2 minutes ago.
Okay, let me go to the voicemail. Like the root folder. Is that fair enough to call it that? The root folder. Okay, I'm going there, and now I have all of them in order, starting with Friday at 5:35 a.m. my time. So somebody was right on top of listening to the episode.
Now this is going to be weird too. I'm not sure because of this funky setup I've got here. I don't know what my playback is supposed to be.
Oh no, it's going to take 10 minutes to work this through. Also.
I know, right? This is going to be like total trial and error.
Hey, look, you could play the theme song and then pass it to me, and I could go right out of the folder in my. Let's see. Let's see
what happens. Because I'll just keep playing with the playback settings until we actually hear it.
All right.
Let's here, are you ready? Fingers crossed that you hear something. You let me know if you actually hear it or not.
Okay. No, not at all.
Yeah, I don't hear anything either. Okay, let's try a different setting here. Let's try.
If you
the motif, and that makes sense that it probably wasn't working. Let's try this one.
If you delayed too long, I'm going to have to begin telling you about my week at the beach.
How about that? Do you hear that?
We got a voicemail from Jared. I said a voicemail from Jared. You know a voicemail from Jared. Nobody else will call. We got a voicemail from Jared. Screw the rest of y'all.
True to form here. It was 95 to 100 degrees at 85% humidity for the entire time we were on the East Coast. And I have to tell you, I do not miss the East Coast weather like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't miss the humidity. I mean, people complain about the humidity here in Austin. It's so much worse in Baltimore and on the East Coast in Jersey and everywhere. Yeah.
You couldn't even go on to the beach. it was just too hot and too humid. Unless you were literally, and I don't like the ocean very much, unless you were literally in the ocean, you're not enjoying your time at the beach. So
Yeah.
we basically took our entire house here in Ojai and we transplanted our house and all of our activities to our beach house. And we could have been 5 miles from the beach and saved a lot of money because really it's very expensive to be where we were.
Now, who were you with? You were with JJ's family, right?
JJ's family, her mom and dad, her brother, her sister-in-law, and her niece, and me and JJ.
And do they enjoy the beach? Were they out swimming?
Well, her niece and her brother and sister-in-law were out there because the niece is like 8 or 9 years old. So she wanted to be, she didn't care how hot, kids don't care how hot or cold it is. They would go swimming if there was ice on top of the ocean.
Right. Yeah, totally.
So she just wanted to be at the beach. Now, the benefit of being where we were was that we were right on the boardwalk. So all of the evening activities, all of the dining could have been right there. All of the junk food and games and t-shirt stuff that you want to buy and have fun doing, that was all right there. And bike riding and all of that. So we did have a good time doing that.
But no booze because it's a dry town.
No booze. It was a dry week for me.
Okay.
And then we went to
you didn't even bring any booze? I mean, it's not like they're checking you at the border and not letting you bring anything in. You just can't buy anything.
No, right? we nobody in her family is really a drinker. So JJ and I are the heaviest drinkers. Which sounds funny because I remember going to do like a physical, like an annual physical or whatever it is when you're younger being like when I was in my 20s and 30s. And you go there and you fill out like the first time you do like a history. So they ask you about, any cancer in your family or any heart disease, high cholesterol, anything like that. And then it starts getting into the, do you smoke cigarettes? That was an easy answer. No. And then it says, when it comes to alcohol, do you drink 0 drinks a week? Do you drink 3 to 5 drinks a week, 7 to 10 drinks a week, more than 15 drinks? And I'm like, 10 drinks a week? Who the fuck could do 10 days a week? Well, fast forward to my 60-year-old self. 10, shit, that's pretty easy. 10 a week? That's only that's less than 2 a day.
Yeah, 2 a day. What the fuck, man? I mean, you're obviously not achieving very high if you can only have 2 drinks a day.
My mom told me to be above average all the time. So I am definitely above average.
I've got Cookie here on my desk, and Cookie came back from the vet. Cookie was under anesthesia earlier. And so the reason I have Cookie in my office, like locked in the office, the vet said, don't let her like loose because she'll try and climb up on the cat trees and stuff. But the anesthesia has not worn off. So it's going to be kind of like you got a drunk cat. And if she tries to jump up, she may fall or not be able to find her balance. And you don't want to do that. So
did she have dental work?
That was it exactly. Yes, she had her teeth cleaned in and shit like that. Yeah.
They do this new process. Of course, California is the like the original state to do this. They have this. It's called the swaddling method for dental work, where they actually put the cat in like a thing. I don't know what it is. Normally, it doesn't hurt the cat to have dental work, but it's more of it scares the cat to have dental work.
Yeah.
Unless they're pulling teeth, there's no reason to do any like anesthesia. And when they do anesthesia, it's not like they just give them Novocaine. They knock the fucking cat out.
Right.
And so this swaddling method, which is what JJ takes the cats to do now, they have no anesthesia. So she's in and out of there in like a half hour, and she doesn't have to like come back later for the cat, which is good because the fucking vet is like an hour from our house.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, it's way too far. I mean, she likes the organic vet.
Personally, well, hey, if the swaddling thing works, more power to you. I mean, because the anesthesia gets annoying and takes a long time and expensive and all kinds.
And it's expensive too. Yeah, anytime they knock your cat out, it's expensive. Okay. Anyway, I have other questions for you, but we can wait until at least after the first message.
Okay, here we go. First voicemail.
Doug, Strickland, JD. Hey, I was
JD.
just saying, just thought I'd call. Strickland, great solo episode. Even though it was against I should say it was all pretty much business content. Good stuff, very entertaining. Can't wait for Doug to put out an episode like that. A little bit of a challenge, right? All right. Well, you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.
Yeah, dude, I obviously you listened to the episode, which I really appreciate. But but you probably have mitzvah stories that are totally different from my wedding stories, I'm guessing.
But I enjoy, first of all, you said so many nice things about me. I'm like, oh God, it's so nice. Yeah, I have a lot of bar mitzvah stories too, but they're dressed in the same attire as your band stories. They just have different players in the game. Everything that you said, the whole thing with the caterer and the schedule and the father of the bride or the father of the bar mitzvah or bat mitzvah kid, all of that shit, it's the same. It was just like Groundhog Day for 30 years.
It's true. It's so true. And it is funny. I really wanted to make sure I put the right context at the beginning because, people are like, oh yeah, I'm a wedding DJ, right? Oh, okay. What do you do? Oh yeah, I do a wedding once a month or so. No, you played 120 fucking dates a year. And that's Saturdays, like a Friday every once in a while and some Sundays in there. But on the goddamn weekends, you're playing 2 or 3 gigs a week every week. And you've got 2 months off and you're still doing 120 dates a year.
It's funny you said all that stuff because it was a little bit less than 120 gigs, but it was definitely close to 110 in my busy years. But it's we're splitting hairs there.
Yeah.
And it was probably 43 to 45 available Saturdays as opposed to the 40 that you said. Again, splitting hairs there, no big deal at all. I don't know if you remember, but from 2001 until 2008, I was doing summer camps. Also,
yep, I remember. Yep.
I was doing 80 gigs in that 6 weeks.
Oh my God. 80 summer camps?
80 summer camps. And it wasn't like they were right next to each other. I had to drive like from Maryland to Maine and back again doing those. So if you were to count everything that I was doing, it was probably close to 200 gigs a year in those 8 years that I was doing the camp.
That's so crazy. Now the summer camp thing, it's because, there's no mitzvahs that are scheduled in the summer because the Jewish kids are away at sleepaway camp.
And I'm like, the first year I was like, I'm just going to fucking give this away, And so I gave it away to like Camp Airy and Louise and Capital Camps and that shit. And then I'm like, why the hell am I giving this away? The camps need entertainment. And then I was charging anywhere from $1,200 to $2,500 to a show to be at these camps. I was like raking it in.
You were using the drug dealer's business method, right? Yeah. First one's free. Then you gotta pay. Right? Yeah.
Oh
exactly.
God. It was so good. What a great thing. I mean, I never saw any of my family for those no summer vacation for those 6 weeks during the summertime, but fuck it. You know what? It was just a wrecked marriage. God.
And hey, you're vacationing now. You're making up for lost time.
That is very true. Very true. Okay.
The next voicemail here. This one's a bit weird. I see a lot of space in between, so I cleaned it up a little bit. I'm thinking this might be one where somebody's cutting in and out. I'm not sure, but we're going to find out. So let's take a listen.
Before you play that, just so everybody knows, that was the first voicemail that Strickland just played. I do see it in the voicemail folder. It did come in on Tuesday, so we are in. So far, we are batting 1 for 1. This is good. All right, let's keep going.
Here we go.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Strick. Jared here. So, episode by Strick, flying solo, over 50 minutes.
I know, right?
Well done, man. But I have to say, I'm shocked. You're flying solo, and you didn't do voicemails from last week. Ooh. How did you not do voicemails? Now, see, Doug, I would expect to not do voicemails, but you're like the tech dude, man. But I distinctly remember Doug doing the episode. I think he had Erica with him this last time that you were out of town.
I played him.
And they sung voicemail from Jerry, but he managed to play voicemails. Does that mean Doug just kind of one-upped your Strick? I don't know. But anyways, because I know you guys are going to be like, oh, which one was that? What we missed? So it was Friday the 20th is when I left your voicemail. Now, did somebody else leave one? Who knows? But I know I did. So now you can go back in time and you know which one it was. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's not stale, Doug. So don't even ask. Who am I kidding? Anyways, go back and listen to it. Because I don't even remember what I said. But hey, whatever. All right, fellas. Appreciate you guys. And in all seriousness, Strick, well done. All right, buddy. See you guys.
You see a perfect message from Jared structurally. And by the way,
Yes.
Jared, you're fucking right. You called me out, and I admit I did not even fucking think about it. And I'm sure Ashley was on it. Ashley probably copied them right into the folder, and I did not even pay attention. And so the structure, of course, is Jared and his compliment sandwich, where he starts off with, well, the very first thing is, hey, this is Jared, and voicemail number X, right? And then it's, hey, here's the compliment. Love the episode. And then at the end, compliment again. That's what makes it the compliment sandwich.
No, it's the shit sandwich. You have to call it what it is. It's the thing that's in between the compliments. That's the shit.
That's it. That was it. And I would love to push back on that, but he's 100% right.
So just so you know, after we play these 7 voicemails, I just emailed you the 2 from, I'm glad he left the date, because I went in, I just picked up the date. There was 2 voicemails on the 20th.
Oh, nice. So this is going to be like a major voicemail episode. I'll just download those other 2 from last week, and then we can listen to those. And then, hey, we don't have any contact because we do have a hard stop in an hour. We have a meeting.
Hard stop in now 35 minutes. That was an hour when we got started. Which brings me to a very important question. Do you listen, or have you watched Animal Kingdom?
I don't think so.
Netflix, Ellen Barkin?
No. Oh, I know the show you're talking about. No, I've not watched it.
Holy shit, that's a great show.
It's supposed to be very good.
I think you will like that show.
Yeah?
It's about a whole family. It's completely into not organized crime. It's like disorganized crime, basically.
Well, that's interesting. People talk about like The Sopranos and the Godfather movies and Goodfellas. I am just not into the mob stuff. But it sounds like that one's not like, organized crime mob stuff. It's like,
no, definitely not. It's more like Oceanside, California, beach family gone bad. And it's just, they just are all bad influences. The one is a worser influence on the next.
Okay. I might have to check it out then. All right, we ready for voicemail number 3? I am loving this whole like pat me on the back so far of this episode. So now, good. Doug, you're going to be like, you got to do a solo episode because you want to get all the accolades.
I don't want to. I don't care about it that much. You know what? I'll just keep doing my interviews. I've had some really good interviews that have been set up, and I'll tell you, good interviews that have developed into amazing clients. Vacation is the greatest time for new business. 3 clients I got while I was out of town.
Dude, I love that. I love that so much. Okay,
2 of them have paid, and 2 have paid so far. So far, true to form. So we're good.
I love it. Okay,
do it.
Next voicemail.
Surprise! Hey, Doug. Hey, Strick. Yep, it's Erica here, and you're wondering and scratching your heads and maybe drinking another sip of Fireball or whatever the damn beer is that Doug's drinking. And you're saying, how did Erica get on Jared's phone? Well,
all right, pause for a second.
I'm mad.
Oh,
okay. So it's interesting that she said that, because as I was looking at the transcripts of all of the messages, I was scrolling through madly to try to find a message from Erica, and I could not find a message from Erica in here, but I did find several messages from Jared. And in this message from Jared, the transcript, it says Jared. It's from Erica. Now, I'm curious how the magic of this happening actually is. Does this mean that Erica connected with Jared?
Wow. Let's find out, because she is just getting ready to tell us that. It sounds like.
I'm magic. What can I tell you? Anyway, love you guys. Love the show. And, I know you weren't expecting me to be here, but, that's how it is.
What?
So love you a lot. Love the show, as I said. And,
which she's not even going to tell us?
And wait, there's more.
You're not going to tell us how you got Jared's phone?
Hey, Doug, hey, Strick. So I hope you guys listened to my last message and actually went back and listened to last week's voicemail because, come on, guys. We love you, but come on. Anyways, we hope this was a curveball that even the Magic 8 Ball couldn't have predicted. See you, fellas.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is going on?
All right, before you play the next message, go ahead and insert. Let's see. There was The one that's well, I don't know how to tell you which of the other ones, which of the messages, the last two that I sent you, one is from Jared, but I don't know. It's the one that's 3 minutes in length.
Right. So so what you're saying is I've got to go find the ones you just sent me, which was last week's messages.
Yes.
Wow. What a mystery.
There is a lot going on there. I don't know. I'm thinking was Erica not there, but called Jared and party lined it, or
I don't know.
Was she?
That would be interesting. Maybe. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's a possibility.
Or was she in Ohio and that's.
And they got together.
So much to unpack there.
Oh my God, there's so much to unpack. Hold on, I got to find the right voicemail folder. Okay. Now, you sent me an email that has 2 voicemails, right?
That was just now.
Right. I thought you said it was 3. It's 2?
It's only 2.
Oh my gosh. The technical expertise that I will need to figure all this shit out here. Okay, here we go. We got that. We've got this. Do you know if it's the long one or the short one that was first?
Well, it's going to be the one that's the longest because it shows us at 3 minutes. So
that's the first one?
There's a 3 minute one and there's a minute 56 one, 56 one. Okay.
So which should I play
3 minute. The 3 minute one I think is from Jared.
But we should play that one first, or does it matter?
No, well, if we're going to follow what he just said, go back and listen to if you didn't play it, you've got to play it.
Okay.
So we're now about to play it, I think.
Okay, here we go. Let's give it a shot.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Trick. Jared here. So today you're listening to voicemails, and you mentioned the 10-second silent voice message. And, you could say I had some technical difficulties. I called. Listen.
Close your door, Jared. Close your door.
Never heard a beat. Now, in all fairness, did my mind just fucking wander and it beeped and I just had no clue? And I'm like, I'm just going to hang up now because I don't know if it's actually recording anything. So, chances are that is actually what happened. But my side of the story, it never made a beat. So I didn't think it was recording, so I just hung up and called back.
Okay.
So I know you were so curious about that. I just had to answer that. And then you guys were talking about the
does he not hear that?
And people being empowered to just
I know, right? Hold on, I'm going to pause this. Okay, yep, that is on the recording. I was pretty sure it was. I'm like, Jared, where the fuck are you? And do you think that wasn't going to be on the recording? Close your fucking car door. Okay, here we go.
Store being empowered to just honor the coupon. Yeah, I think it's ridiculous that online they'll accept it and they can't do it in stores. But the thing to remember is with those people in those positions, in a lot of companies, they're not like a company that you guys created or when you've worked for yourselves, how you treat customers. They are given absolutely no power at all to make changes or to do things. They're told, hey, this is what it is. And they don't have the say-so where they can make things easier for you in many, many cases, especially when it comes to online deals, because I believe they signed some kind of contract. And I'll bet you money that if they have a contract with that Expedia, we'll say, if they have that type of contract, I guarantee you they try to shop it and say, hey, I found this. They send their own people to try to secret shop it and say, hey, I found this online. Can you honor it? And that's probably a breach of contract or something like that. That's the only thing I can think there, but on this out of my ass, you don't know. Anyway, fellas, appreciate you guys. Love the show. Oh, and it's one thing I will tell you, since I did work at Home Depot in the past, and I shop there every fucking day, at Home Depot is one of the places where they are empowered to make some slight adjustments on pricing to just take care of customers for whatever reason. If they feel it's necessary, they can adjust. And there's a limit to it. I'm not going to share that here, but they are allowed to do some price adjustment to try to make a customer's day and take care of any kind of issue. So they've always been, and I don't need to push for that or I just know it's there, and I've seen it happen. So, all right, fellas, have a wonderful day. Enjoyed the episode, even though it was only an hour. Fucking slackers. I don't know how I go from 2 to an hour. I mean, come on, guys. All right, fellas, I'm gonna run my timeout.
So Jared, little inside baseball.
Yeah.
He knows how much of a discount someone can offer if you bitch enough at Home Depot, but he won't tell us.
The problem with that is they basically point to the register and they say you'll have to go find the register over there, and I can never find the register. I was just in Home Depot, and I'm like, I'm searching up and down the aisles, and there are plenty of people that are working there. Plenty of people work at Home Depot, and all I said was, can you help me find the Velcro? Velcro could be in a number of different places, and it probably is in multiple places there, but I could not figure out based upon is it in hardware? Is it with like caulk? Is it with like painter's tape? Where is it? 3 people gave me 3 different answers, and only one of them was right. Now, unfortunately, the one that was right was the last one that but it's like, first, don't you know where the shit is in your store? I know it's a lot, but isn't there like a test? And secondly, be like fucking Trader Joe's and walk me to the aisle and just say, you know what? Let's learn this together, because it's obvious that you don't know where the Velcro is. You just wanted to tell me where you thought the Velcro was because you didn't feel like stopping what you were doing. I can't stand that. I hate that about. I would rather go and pay more money at a local hardware store than go into Home Depot and get the fucking runaround.
No doubt. And they used to do that. I've noticed that at Home Depot that it used to be, and I'm sure Jared will give us a feedback on this. I thought it used to be when you would ask for them, they'd be like, yes, let me walk you over there.
Let me walk you there.
Let me show you where it is. And the last, I don't know, year or 2 or 3, maybe it's been like, it's aisle 14. Yeah, whatever.
It's the biggest fucking store that you could possibly imagine. It's a person like me that is not educated in the world of hardware and tools. I mean, I know tools, but I don't know where like they are in relationship to roofing nails. I would imagine they would be near the roofing supplies, or would they be near the fasteners? I don't fucking know. Or maybe they'd be in both places. But when you tell me something is there, can you just maybe help me out just a little further? This is not Walmart. This is Home Depot.
Agreed. Okay.
And now, what did that message though have to do with Erica's message?
I don't know yet. Maybe it's the other voicemail that we're going to listen to the other voicemail from last week now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here we go.
Hello, Doug. Hello, Strickland. This is Emily Aborn, by the way, calling. I really have no reason to call, except that I just felt like it had been a little while, like 2 episodes, so I decided I needed to. I'm actually currently driving, Strickland. This might be of interest to you. I'm actually currently driving through the great state of Maine. I'm not going through it. I mean, I wish I was going through it to Canada, but Lord knows. I don't know. But gotta get that before, like, what if I can't ever get it? You know what I mean? Okay, that was a real rabbit hole. Like cold when you actually said that you were coming to Maine and with Sally. Anyway, I'm super excited to meet you in October. And Doug, when you said you were going to be in New Jersey, I was like, oh, well, that's cool. That's only like 6 hours away, but I'm so sorry. I cannot make that trek. I'm sorry. But if you want to come to New Hampshire while you're in New Jersey, please be my guest. I think it'll probably be too late by the time this message is played, but there is always that chance. So anyway, I have nothing to weigh in on smokers. I have nothing to weigh in on if it ain't broke, don't fix it, which was Jared's voicemail. Really, I have nothing to weigh in on in anything you guys talked about. I just felt like calling. So there you have it. And this might even be old because Strickland's having a guest on or a guest host. And maybe he's not, or maybe he's doing a solo and he's not even going to play this. This is all so very weird. What am I even doing? I gotta go.
Wow, that was a great call right there, Emily. You did call it. I absolutely did it solo and totally forgot the voicemail. So it is an extra week late. But when you say no reason to call, Emily, for us to be able to hear your voice, is that not reason enough?
No, that was perfect. And it fits in quite well with the theme of we have no reason to be here either. We have no reason to be here. But I did notice also, did you notice the way she eloquently talked herself into a knot? Did you know? She really did. That was that was a very good knot, Emily, but it was fine. It was everything that we are as a show anyway.
And you never, ever need a reason to call, Emily. We love to hear from you, even if you have nothing whatsoever to say. And that message was certainly not nothing whatsoever to say. We
totally 100%. And I would not have hesitated had Strickland played the voicemail last week. I would have not hesitated in making the 6-hour drive, but because he didn't play it, I didn't hear it.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Emily. Sorry
Put it on
about
me.
that.
Okay, now we've got two things. First of all, we still have the open mystery of what exactly, how did Jared and Emily get together?
Erica.
And now, thank you, Erica.
I got you.
And the second question is, how many voicemails have we played that are old ones already? Are we here at the third one? I can't remember if we played this one or not.
I don't know.
All right.
I did have a guest that I interviewed today on the Nice Guys on Business. It just, what you were just saying just reminded me of something. I don't know why, but he started to mention and talk about his product, and then he stumbled a little bit, and he goes, "You'll just edit that out, right?" and I said, "Yeah, of course I'll edit that out." And then I said to him immediately after that on the recording, I'm like, "I'm not editing that out." So I don't know what's the proper approach here, but it's fine. Everything will be fine. Okay, let's go ahead and play it.
Okay, here we go.
Surprise! Hey, Doug. Hey, Strick.
Okay, we did just hear that.
Yep, it's
That
Erica
was
here.
that was Erica on.
That is the one. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was the Erica calling back with the explanation, but you're right. It is this one we're going to start with.
I think that, okay, here's my spin on this. I think that Erica, because Erica is in California and Jared is in Ohio.
Right.
I don't think that she had any trips planned, especially with her mom being not real well. So I am thinking that she might have called Jared, and Jared said, "I am going to call and leave a voicemail, and you can be on the line too."
Maybe. Let's see if we have an explanation in this next voicemail.
Okay.
Hi guys, it's Emily again.
Hey,
so
Emily.
Second voicemail.
Wait.
Oh, now wait a minute. Now
Hold on.
okay.
I'm sure I did that. I got it to you in the wrong order.
No, because I didn't know what order to put it in.
I know, and I don't know how does
number,
Ashley always get the order correct for you?
I know you didn't number them for me. I just have file names.
Oh,
so another thing that we appreciate Ashley for that we didn't know we should appreciate. Ashley
I had no idea that I don't know what you see. Like you show, she actually writes voicemail 1, 2, 3.
And not only does she do that, that gets rid of the file name. So if I happen to know people's phone numbers, I wouldn't know who it was, but I don't know people's phone numbers. Anyway.
That's pretty, I mean, she has really put a lot of thought into that.
She's very good at what she does.
I have put zero thought into how you're getting this voice. I even emailed you the voicemails. I didn't even know where the voicemail folder was.
You didn't even know where the shared folder is. Yeah.
I have no idea.
Okay. Let's see if we have I think 603. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. This is also a 603 number. Oh,
okay.
Boy, it could be any of these. Hold on. Okay. Let's try this one.
Hello. Nope. Just hello, Strickland.
Oh
my God.
Nice.
I'm listening to your solo episode right now.
I got in trouble.
I'm going to, this is voicemail number 1. Oh, this is also Emily. This is voicemail number 1. There may be more. This is such good stuff.
Oh, I love it.
Every bride and groom to be need to listen to this.
Yes.
I wish I had this wisdom before my wedding day, namely for that stupid first dance, which was hell on earth. Like you said, dancing for 3.5 minutes by yourself.
Long time.
Okay, I'm going to go back to listening, but amazing, just amazing content so far. Sorry, Doug. Welcome back, Doug.
Oh my God. I love that so much on a couple of levels. First level is, hello, Doug. Oh no. Just Strickland. I love that so much.
Thank you.
And yeah, the whole first dance thing. It's like, hey, we want to play, we want to do our first dance to Inagata Devita, the album version. Okay. and we're going to dance the whole time ourselves. Is that okay? Like,
yeah. 12-minute song. No problem.
No problem. Okay. I think this is her second one because we already heard that. So let's just jump right in here.
Hi guys, it's Emily again. So second voicemail. I want to say, I mean, obviously I wasn't dancing entirely alone. It was me and Jason, but it was awkward. Strickland. Doug, welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Strickland, this is just so funny so far, and I love
I don't think I would enjoy the sci-fi themed wedding, but I loved what you did and how it all played out for them. So, and I love that they dumped all their money into a band. Okay, I don't know why I'm like live tweeting this episode. I really don't need to be doing that. This is probably going to be my last message. We'll see, but great job. I mean, you really knocked it out of the park. Talking to yourself for so long, and it's all such great, amazing, riveting, I would say, content.
Oh, Emily, I love this, and yes, of course, you should be live tweeting it because
what does that mean?
So okay, live tweeting. So what live tweeting is let's say you are watching the Grammys or the Oscars or something, right? And as things are happening, you send a tweet out like, "Oh, look, Gwyneth Paltrow looks so great in her red dress," whatever, right?
Got it.
Obviously, I wasn't, recording the episode and playing it live. So what she's doing is she's listening to part of it and then and calling and leaving a message right away so she doesn't forget.
So she's giving you a play-by-play of the episode as it's happening, and so she must be pausing it while she is leaving the voicemail and then resuming the listening to it so that she can listen in and leave the next voicemail.
Exactly. I appreciate it so much. I'm so glad you're enjoying it, Emily. I really am. Because I was worried while I was recording it. I'm like, I don't know. I think this is kind of interesting, but I feel like maybe I was rambling, but I'm glad people are enjoying it.
I was laughing. It was humorous, and it was like, it brought me back to the point where I just said, I am so fucking glad I don't do these anymore.
I know. I am so glad I don't do them anymore. Okay, here we go. Next voicemail.
Hello, Doug. Hello, Strickland. This message is primarily for Strickland. This is message, I think, number 3. I don't remember because I left the other ones last week. This is Emily Aborn calling again to say, Strickland, wonderful tonight has been in my head since Friday.
Oh, God.
And it's now in my husband's head, too. And I also want to thank you because I used it as a basis for my email to my people next week. It really brought home a nice point. So,
love that.
The point being, some things are more than what they seem. Look twice. Okay, goodbye.
I love that.
But then you started.
I got my guitar here. I could actually.
Then you started singing More Than Words also.
Oh God, yeah, More Than Words. What is the riff now? I can't remember it. No. There we go.
That was good. We go. He's got it. He's got it.
I totally remember the chords. It's like 3 fucking chords over and over again. Late in the evening. Oh, except it's not in tune. Sorry, I haven't played that acoustic in a while. It's not in tune.
So Strickland, just the fact that you've played those 3 like kind of broken chords, and you played them well. Somebody is going to call in. Emily's going to call in and say, "Oh my God, I did not realize that you play the guitar. Could you play the guitar for me?"
Oh my God. If you didn't know that I played the guitar, you should go back to what episode did we sing the Nice Guy Blues on?
Many. We did that on many.
Oh yeah, we did it on a couple.
This is going back. This is going back.
In the day.
We did the.
Oh no, you played guitar on those.
I know, but my favorite song for the Nice Guy Blues was Dollar Shave Club Blues. That was
my God, that was.
Could you find the Dollar Shave Club Blues? Do you think anywhere?
Okay, let me go find a note. I'll make myself a note about it,
and maybe play it at the top of the episode. That would be or maybe as an Easter egg.
Oh,
I don't
Easter
know.
egg, totally. Okay. Yeah, Dollar Shave Club Blues. Yeah, I'll put it in as an Easter egg if I can find it. I'm sure I'll be able to find it.
That was amazing. We had such a good time. But no, you've never played the guitar like as in what you were just doing. I mean, full songs. You've never done that at all.
Yeah. Not on the show. That's true.
Nope,
but the Nice Guy Blues, you were playing guitar and I was making up the lyrics as I went along.
So speaking of our old careers, so on the Saturdays that Strickland wasn't working, which was few and far between, but they were more frequent that he would be off a Saturday than I would. I don't think I ever had a Saturday off.
Right.
I oftentimes would invite Strickland to come out and play guitar.
Oh my God, that's right. Yeah, like you would go out with optional dancers that you always would have dancers, right?
Yep.
And then sometimes you could sell somebody a live musician, right? And I would just like noodle along with your DJing and jump around like a madman with my wireless guitar. And yeah, that was fun.
Well, when Strickland says you used to invite a live musician, I started to try to do it with a dead musician. It didn't work real well. They didn't really, the kids really don't respond to dead people at their parties, but Strickland being a live musician, that worked very well.
Okay, we have one more voicemail.
Yeah, go ahead.
And we've got 11 minutes left. Here we go.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Strick. Erica here.
Uh-huh.
Voicemail number 1, and possibly the only voicemail this week. Calling for 2 reasons. Number 1, just want to give a huge shout out, round of applause, and standing ovation to Mr. Strickland Bonner for that wonderful episode last week. Strickland, you held your own. You did great. And no, there was not a nobody on the other side of the microphone. There was Fireball on the other side of the microphone. Some of you did phenomenal.
True.
So good job. Yay for that. The other thing I wanted to mention was that the other day I had nothing better to do than to scroll around looking at the possibility of what would entertain me while I was busy working out. And I thought, I'll look for old episodes of Nice Guys that were maybe way before my time. I couldn't find anything, but I found one way back in 2023 that for some reason, even though I was around and listening to you then, I must have missed that one. And in it, you guys mentioned, all kinds of shit, but in particular, you mentioned something called Nice Guys Bingo. I don't know what that is.
Whoa.
So maybe you guys should clarify for those of us listening now, what is Nice Guys Bingo and how do we play? I'm ready for a game. Let me know. All right. Love you guys. Love the show. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Wow.
That's going way back in the stacks.
Way fucking back. That's amazing. I'm looking for the Dollar Shave Club. I don't know that I see it in our older episodes.
So Nice Guy Bingo. You want to give like the 35,000 foot view of what that is?
So we realized that there were many things that we would do on the regular on our episodes, like welcome back, right? We started that, and obviously we do that at the beginning of every episode, and that's why that was the center square. That was like the free space bingo. But the rest of it was like shit that we would say or shit that we might do. And so we started having so many random things that we would say or do. We made a list and then we put them on squares on the bingo board. And then we randomly mixed them up in different squares and then made up like 20 bingo cards or something and like PDF files. And so if you wanted to play along, basically you listen to the episode, and whenever we do one of those things, right, you mark it off on the square like bingo, and then you would have to give us a call and tell us if you got bingo. I don't think anybody actually ever called to say that they got bingo, and we thought that was pretty fucking funny for a couple of weeks, and then we just let it go. We forgot.
Yeah, and I forget who started the game. Was it Tim? Tim?
I think it was Tim's suggestion. It was I believe Tim's suggestion that we do it. And of course, I mean, we wouldn't have come up with that idea on our own. We're not that smart, but I do think it was Tim. And so we were like, fucking great idea. And then I think Tim and Jared both called in with suggestions of some of the things that should have been in the squares, which was helpful because there was a lot of squares.
I certainly would be open to coming up with a list of things that we do on a regular basis. I don't have any interest in coming up with bingo cards and organizing the event. That was.
I remember when I did it, I was like, while I'm working on it, I'm like, this is actually fucking work. I don't know about it. But I did it because we committed to it, and I sent some of them out. I can't remember how I got them to people randomly, but yeah. Anyway.
You know what we should do though? We should order some more fidget spinners. I was at my mom's house and I went through one of the drawers in my mom's house, emptying, trying to clean out some stuff. There you go. And my mom had 2 fidget spinners in the drawer.
So I've got here. It's funny because I was doing some cleaning the other day.
They were sealed. They were sealed.
Oh, you do? Yeah. I have one sealed fidget spinner left.
That's going to be worth something one day.
That's sealed. But I do have a bunch of these.
Oh my gosh, nice.
NGF pins. I got about a dozen NGF pins still.
All right. So nice guy community. What would you like as a freebie? I'm feeling a little generous. I feel like we could come up with something that would be fun. Did you see the closing balance at the end of June for the Turnkey account?
Turnkey is doing well. I am very, very happy with the cash flow with Turnkey podcast right now.
We have we're about to hire someone that's going to put us in the crapper for a few months, but that's okay. That's okay. I have a feeling that's like one of those things that you buy as an investment because it's going to pay you back. It's not like we're, buying something that's going to be a depreciating asset, unless of course he is completely blowing wind we'll
find out.
We will find out. Anyway, I'm open to sharing some of the good fortune with our nice guy community. What would Tim, you might be the best one to suggest this. It's got to be something fun, and it's got to be something that's not already nice guys merch. But what would it be? What's like the latest thing? Like maybe we could get I don't know. Let's think of something fun. Would a taser be fun? Tasers for everybody. We could try that. Speaking of which, so I was at my mom's house. I spent a couple of days with my mom after leaving the beach with JJ. We spent a couple of days with my mom celebrating her 92nd birthday, which is this coming week.
Crazy.
Her boyfriend Ted said, hey, I have a gun, right? And I'm like, I know.
What? That just came up in conversation. Hey, by the way.
Well, I knew he had a gun, and we've talked about his gun before. So he was just reminding me that he was reminding me by saying, I have a gun. And I said, yes, I know that. He says, I don't really want it anymore. Would you be interested in the gun? So I said, sure, I'd be interested in the gun. What kind of gun is it? And then he told me the model number and all of that. So I looked it up, and I'm like, it's kind of it's a compact gun that shoots, not small bullets. It's a pretty large caliber bullet. I said, I'm interested in that. How do you get a gun across the country? And then I started chat GPTing it. How do you ship a gun? And chat GPT says, I'm afraid I can't give you that information. Which I thought was interesting. Then I gave it the model number, and I said, what would be your suggestion for shipping this to myself if I live across the country? And then it felt like I was giving more information so it could do it. So there is a lot of steps that you have to go through in order to ship a gun to someone else.
Really?
Yeah, it has to go through a gun dealer. It can't be privately shipped to another person. You have to send it or maybe it has to be received by a licensee if I don't own the gun already. So I just thought it was kind of cool, the process that you have to go through.
Now, what if you put it in a checked bag on a plane? Obviously, you can't.
I don't know that you can fly with a gun unless you are the licensed owner of the gun.
Okay, but if he sold it to you and then you're going to see your mom, you just throw it in your bag to check.
He sold it to me, so he would have to. I don't know. I didn't ask ChatGPT that question. So what you're saying is, in my next trip to Baltimore, buy the gun, have it registered in my name, do the background check and all of that, because you have to do a background check, and then ask the airline, how do I transport the gun, put it in the check bag, and then allow them to transport it for me.
Yeah, I'm sure there are gun crazy Americans who I'm sure do this every day, all the time. I'm not one of them. I'm not a gun guy.
I'm not
either.
But
I got to believe that there's easy ways to do it because people, I think, do it all the time.
I would think that people do it all the time, but I don't know. I'll just go through a dealer and just have the deal. If it went from one dealer to another and I just pick it up, even if it costs me more money to do it that way, but it keeps the hassle out of my hands, it's fine with me.
Yeah, but hassle is only if you can put it in a checked bag, it's only a hassle if you think that it's got to be registered and all that other shit.
Then I'll end up getting put on a list somewhere. I have a feeling just by asking ChatGPT, how do you ship a gun? And by saying it on a microphone and on our podcast, I have a feeling that they're probably gonna.
Oh, trust me. Since Doge went into the Social Security, you're on a list, buddy. Let me tell you.
I bet
you're already on a fucking list.
Oh God! All right. Hey, you know what? We got 2 minutes to get to our team meeting.
So, that means we're 2 minutes late for you, right?
Yeah, I needed to be there a minute ago.
Right, exactly. So we should wrap it up.
We never found out the solution to the mystery of how Erica and Jared got together. So,
Right?
Erica or Jared, could you, one of you, let us know how you did
Please,
that?
we're on the edge of our seats.
All right, let's head out of here. We gave you the most that we can this week. We got a team meeting, but we'll come back again next week. Steve O'Brien, go ahead and take us out of here.
For the nice guys on business, I'm Steve O'Brien. Looks like they made it through another one. I don't know how they do it without falling asleep in the middle.
Hey, Doug, you know, our sponsor today is the Dollar Shave Club. And I got to tell you, I think this is the greatest idea. What is that? What are you doing?
I'm doing a jingle. Is there a jingle that goes along with the Dollar Shave Club?
There wasn't a jingle. Is that like a kazoo jingle? Is that what you're doing?
Okay.
You could have at least grabbed your guitar, not your kazoo. Come on.
Oh, wait. Should I get my guitar? You want to do the Nice Guys Blues when it comes to Dollar? Hold on a second. Stand by. Hold on. I think this is a good idea. Okay, hold on a second. I didn't expect we were going here with this, but
I didn't either.
This is a good.
That's what live read is all about, right? Yeah. The Dollar Shave Club. It's the way to go. If you gotta shave your face and you don't want to go to the store anymore. That's right, because you never have to go to the store to buy razors. They're going to send them to you immediately, right to your doorstep. Yeah! I think the Dollar Shave Club is the greatest idea since the seedless watermelon, and maybe even better than the watermelon slicer. And you can get it for as little as $1 a month. Oh my God, that's so cheap. So go to dollarshaveclub.com right now.
Nice job, Strickland Bonner. Way to go.
I don't know. It's not terrible, I guess.
Jeez, hold on.
Hey, Nice Guy community, we have got a new sponsor today, and it's one we are very, very excited about. It is the Dollar Shave Club, and I think this is the greatest idea since seedless watermelon that Doug had, and the watermelon slicer.
You found the watermelon slicer and the banana slicer for me, and I just thought that it was an important thing for me to invent these seedless watermelons.
Well, Doug, I don't want to negate the importance of your invention of the seedless watermelon, but the Dollar Shave Club, well, they didn't invent the razor. They just came up with a better, easier, cheaper way to get them. And after signing up for the Dollar Shave Club, you may never buy a razor in the store ever again.
I actually dated a girl in college that was better and easier and cheaper than most of the girls that I've ever dated. So tell me about, what is the Dollar Shave Club all about, Strick?
Okay, for as little as $1 a month, they will send you 5 cartridges, like razor cartridges, every month. And hey, Doug, you might want to ask the question, are they any good?
Are they any good?
No. Just like the Nice Guys, they're fucking great. All right.
I love I dated somebody in college that was fucking great also. Oh, no, great fucking. I'm sorry. Sorry, I was got the wrong way. Sorry.
This is definitely the R-rated read for the Dollar Shave Club, but that's okay. So for $1 a month, you can get 5 of what they call the Humble Twin, which is like a 2-blade razor for $1. And they call this the 82 wagon that starts when it's below 0.
Well,
like
again, a couple of similarities. I dated some Humble Twins in college. Yes, that is right. And I learned how to drive on a 79 Ford Pinto. So it's very close to the 82 wagon. So we're in good shape. So far, I'm feeling a lot of love for the Dollar Shave Club.
I want to go back to the Humble Twins. Oh no, I'm sorry. Hang on. This is our live read for Dollar Shave Club. But hey, $1 a month. Come on, you lose more loose change than that every month, right?
In the seat cushions. You know, my mom still has the plastic covering the cushion.
That's really sad. You know, for $6 a month, you can get what they call the 4X, and it's 4 cartridges a month, and each one has 4 blades and a 90-degree pivot head. For $9 a month, you get the Super Monster Executive, 6 blades, a trimmer edge, pivot head, aloe and lubricating strip for your sensitive skin, Doug, and open back for easy rinsing. It's like a personal assistant for your face.
All right, so I heard a bunch of things. I heard triple X. I heard something about triple X. I heard something about smooth head. I heard a lot of lubrication going on. I'm thinking 100% yes. The Dollar Shave Club is all about the nice guys on business. This is
with the direction that this live read is going, I think we need to have porno music in the background.
Wow. Oh, I love it. Okay, I'm in. Count me in.
Well, you know what else? They also have new add-on products like shave butter, magnanimous post-shave cream. Like they're not like self-important at all. It's called magnanimous post-shave cream. Body cleansers, hair stuff, moisturizers, and you know what my favorite is?
That would be the butt wipes.
The butt wipes.
Oh, really? I was just joking.
One Wipe Charlie peppermint tingling flushable butt wipes. Now this says peppermint tingling flushable butt wipes for men.
I don't know what you're thinking, but I don't want anybody named Charlie around my butt.
Well, it's interesting that the razors women can use too, but it does specifically say flushable butt wipes for men. So I don't know what would happen to the peppermint tingling if women did it. They may never leave the bathroom. I don't know.
Well, speaking of butt wipes, is the Dollar Shave Club the company that has those cool blogs?
Yeah, the bathroom minutes.
Yeah, I love the bathroom minutes. And as I was looking at them, I think they come out on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays as well, just like our episodes are aired.
How coincidental is that?
Huh. Okay. All right. I think
serendipitous even.
I am going to give it a go. For $1, I normally like to go to the store and pay $21 for my blades. It doesn't make any sense for me to pay $1. I'm underpaying. Who can I pay more? I'd pay $10. Can I pay $10 to somebody?
You can pay $9 a month, and you will never have to go to the store again, but you'll get 4 blades a month, 4 cartridges of the Executive with 6 blades and the pivot head and all the other extra cool crap, but not like the flashlight and all the vibrating head bullshit that you don't need. It's just the good stuff that you do need.
I do need a vibrating head, so I do like that. So
that's another tool. That's in the side drawer. You don't use that to shave with.
All right. Well, how do I get in touch with the Dollar Shave Club? Let's finish this commercial so I can get into my show, please.
You're going to go to dollarshaveclub.com and tell them the nice guys sent you. And if you just want to go check out the bathroom minutes, you can go to blog.dollarshaveclub.com. And then after you see how cool they are, then you'll sign up for the monthly razors.
All right. So are they on Twitter or all that other stuff too?
Yeah, at Dollar Shave Club.
All right. I'm in. I'm in.
Twitter. They're all over. They actually have a hashtag that they use a lot called INASQ. It's not a stupid question.
Oh,
and that comes up a lot in their bathroom minutes.
Yeah, I gotta love that because mostly what I ask is stupid questions. No, mostly what I give is stupid answers. I'm sorry. That's it's a slight variation on the theme.
We're going to change that hashtag to "It is a stupid answer."
Dollar Shave Club. Strick, can you give their website? Do you have their website?
DollarShaveClub.com. Couldn't be easier.
Oh, gosh, couldn't be any easier. Thank you, Dollar Shave Club, for coming into my life.